Hey everybody, we are about to go in the house. I'm Josh Nyman. I usually do the camera on Miranda's Investigations and also co-producer. She's downstairs getting things put together, getting things ready. We're gonna wait on a few people to pop up real quick and then we're gonna head into the house. Go ahead and let y'all get a view of it. Alright, we'll go ahead and start heading on in. Gotta lock the door, definitely don't want nobody creeping in on us. Come back up and tell y'all what all we've got set up for the event. But we're gonna head on downstairs and see what Miranda's up to. That light just came on the washer and went off. Great.
Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to our season finale Halloween Eve special. I don't know how many folks are on. We got a few minutes of a late start, but already we've been here for a little over an hour and we've already had a lot of activity. So welcome and thank you for tuning in. So
That just went off back there. Oh, somebody's wanting to say hey.
Yeah, who's back there? We've got, I'm gonna take you on a little tour of the house here in a few minutes, show you some of the stuff that we've got set up. So, can everyone hear me okay? We've got flashlights sitting all over the house. We got 6 of them. So, we're gonna, if everyone's ready, we'll go ahead and take a little tour. I decided I was gonna maybe be my own trigger object tonight and dress as a monk. Apparently, can you give us a name? Do you not like me being in your tub? Turn that light off if you want me to get out of the tub. Okay. All right, so I don't know if Josh has, let me make sure I'm not gonna set myself on fire. I don't know if Josh has told you about any of the activity that we've had over the last hour that we've been here. But again, there's no power in this house. For those of you, hope everyone's caught up. We're at the house on Sunset Hill. And there's no power in the house. No one has lived here for about 10 years. And we've got these really cool battery powered lights. We just charged those up just before we came. And we've already had intense battery drain. And these batteries are actually really strong. And they typically last, I think we were shooting, what, 5 hours? And then we had another shoot, and I think they lasted about 10 hours. So, so it's kind of unusual that these batteries are draining like this. They've been going off, leaving us in complete darkness.
Brenda says hey y'all.
Do what?
Brenda says hey y'all.
Hey,
Alex
Brenda
has commented. Anthony is commenting. I've been waiting for this, he says.
Yeah, we want you guys to help me out. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give you a tour of this place, and I want you to tell me.
Flashlight behind you.
Flashlight's still going on? Okay, so I'm gonna give you a tour of this place, and I want you guys to tell me where you want me to start, some different things we want to do, and I'm going to tell you about some of the different activity that we've experienced here. So you know about the basement, and you know about the tub. That is the alleged tub where, not too close, this is the alleged tub that the monk's body was stripped down to the bones. On episode 2, we got the face in that window over there. We got lots of different activity. Whatever was down here did not like my rosary. So again, we're going to use some different trigger objects. And actually what's kind of freaky, when I was unpacking my stuff and putting this on, as soon as I unpacked the rosary, I got a loud growl and the light went off upstairs. So, don't know, but we're gonna see what happens. So, we're gonna come back and talk to you. We're gonna go up here and check this out. You got the flashlight?
Let me grab it. It's right
Let me
here.
grab it for you.
That one's on too.
Flashlight's on in here too. What's interesting as well is when this light up here went off, the flashlight came on. Can you turn that off, please? We're gonna make it complete dark in here. If you can turn that off. Can you turn that off? Thank you. Okay, so I'm gonna turn this off as well. I like to keep just a little bit of light. I don't necessarily like it to be complete dark because then you don't see the shadow figures as well. So, so I'm gonna let that burn just a little bit. We'll come back in here. Okay. I'm gonna close this. We had the chain on this swinging last time.
Seems to be someone by the washer and dryer near the flashlights. Would be great to start
the flashlight
by doing an
look at
EP
this,
session.
The flashlight in the
Bathroom are going
just
off.
came on. I need to turn this on. Sorry, let me turn.
The REM pod.
Yeah, the flashlight's on right there. Give that a minute to set. This has about a, let me double check it here. That has a pretty decent little radius that I've got set right now, probably about 3 to 4 inches. So if anything comes within 3 to 4 inches of this antenna, it's going to light off. And so this also detects temperature changes, like slight temperature changes. I'm going to get the temperature here in just a few minutes, but every time we've been here, it's been really hot. And there's those 2 flashlights on. And then tonight, it's cool, which I tend to actually have a lot better luck whenever it's kind of cool. So here's the kitchen. If you remember from episode 2, over here by this door, I was standing right here and we had a shadow figure come in. I'm gonna get the spirit box out here in just a little bit. Every time I'm in here, something tells me to go to the basement. Every time I'm in the basement, something tells me to come upstairs. So we're gonna see what we can get. And actually, check this out. This chair, we heard something move when we were packing stuff or unpacking. What we've done is we've actually taped this chair here. We get a lot of dragging sounds every time we're here. So we've taped around the chair and we heard something move. And what's really interesting is I had this inside. You probably can't see it with that light. But I had this actually inside this little piece right here. This has actually shifted and this cup holder we noticed is up. Now that's different. It's like kind of like a butt print. Look at that.
It does.
Now I typically don't like to show stuff because, you know, people can manipulate and do different things. But I'm going to actually fix this and we'll see if it happens again. When we were filming episode 4, we heard something move in here. And we actually had a camera sitting in here. And, you know, as a lot of you know, these entities will sometimes drain batteries to get extra power. So the camera shot for a long time, I think probably about 2 hours. And either it ran out of battery or it ran out of, we thought it might have ran out of space on the card. But it actually just cut off because it worked fine. But one, did you see that? We need to get some flashlights in here. But one thing we noticed last time when we came in here, after the camera had cut off, these arms are pulled tight now, but the arms, if you can see here, they were pushed down like that last time. Could you see that? And the butt pushed up. So anyways, so I'm gonna reposition this. But this is the room where we actually have a cigarette here. We can light that up here in just a little bit. The guy who was in here, he liked to smoke, and he told us last time he liked beer. So we have brought a beer. We're gonna see if he wants to have a beer with us here in just a little bit. We've also got these bells up here that something can come and you just hit it and set those off. We've got these placed throughout the house in different areas where we've had a lot of activity. We got it in the basement. We got it up here in the room that we call the Ouija board room. And we've got them in here. We heard something crash in here when we were filming episode 2. And the homeowner told us that the chandelier had fallen. So we'll come back in here into the kitchen in a few minutes. We got flashlights on. Okay, I'm gonna turn this off the rest of the way. Can you turn those flashlights off again? Okay, thank you. They seem to be wanting to play this evening. Okay, so this is the living room. I don't know if you can see okay, but this is the living room. And from the first night we came here to film the Monks episode, flashlights are on in the bathroom. I don't know if you can see that. Flash on. I can see it lit up on the screen there. These one flashlight's on over here. Okay, so anyways, the homeowner, she was the second homeowner of this house. It's flashing again in there. She was the second homeowner of this house, and she, I think she owned it, was it like 77, 78, I believe. And she lived in here with her children. And then after she moved out, she rented the property out. And there was 3 people that we know of that's lived here that's passed away. And one of them, two of them were her husbands. The first one did not pass away on the property. He actually passed away, had a heart attack off-site, but he lived here. The second husband, he actually passed away here, and he passed away in the bathroom. So he had a heart attack in there. We're actually waiting to see if, we're trying to get different evidence to see if that's him or if that's something else. The lady who rented the house, she was an older lady, and she ended up getting on oxygen and on medical care, and she had a hospital bed in here in the living room. And what's interesting is as soon as we walked in the door the first time we came here, we got this really loud labored breathing sigh female moan. And that was actually before I knew the story of the house. So so that was literally as soon as we walked in the door. So so we've had a lot of luck with the flashlights in here talking to this lady. Her name was Jean, and I'm not going to reveal the homeowner or her husband's names, but I am going. That's kind of weird. An angel. That's really strange. Flashlights are on again. Okay, so anyways, we've had a lot of luck in here in the living room. So we'll sit back in here in a few minutes. Turn those flashlights off, please. Can you turn that off on the count of 3? 1, 2, 3. Can you turn that the rest of the way off? Just step away from it, please. Okay. We'll come back here in just a few moments. We have the REM pod here on the steps. This is what was going off every time we were downstairs. Anytime we're not paying it attention, it seems to want to do that. That flashlight is flashing. We also have a ball here that lights up, and we've got it sitting here on the steps. Since we get a lot of activity right here, we'll see if maybe we can get it to push it off the steps. The bathroom. This is where the homeowner actually got violently thrown out of here. There was people sitting in the living room, and she was in here. She was wearing a dress, and she said that it was kind of playing with her dress. I don't think that would be her husband throwing her out, but she said that she was violently thrown out, and people had witnessed that. I'm actually kind of short of breath when I walk. There's a flashlight. Can you turn that other flashlight on, please? The one right beside it?
Hear that?
I do hear that. What was that?
It's talking again.
Do what?
It said something again.
I don't have my headphones on. I'm going to put those on in just a minute. I've got a recorder on, and when I have my headphones on, I can hear it in real time. I've also got a walkie-talkie on, and I've got the other set up in the back room. It seems to like to talk through the periscope, and sometimes they'll talk through the walkie-talkies. So we have not actually done much investigating in this room. This is just one of the bedrooms.
Flashlight's on downstairs.
What I'm noticing about this house is it doesn't like you to not pay attention to it. Anytime you start doing something else, it tends to want you to go to that spot and pay attention to it. So I can almost bet that may start going off when we go downstairs. This is the room that we call the Ouija board room. The homeowner, if you remember from episode 3, she was telling the story that her children, or her kids, they were teenagers and they were playing with a Ouija board with some of their friends. And that may be where some of the activity has come from. Through our experience here, we've gotten 5 different spirits. One of them seems to be very nasty. The others don't seem to be too bad. They want to talk, but one of them is definitely nasty. So we've got the walkie-talkie over there. We'll bring some flashlights in here. We've got another thing of bells here. I've got a ball that I'm going to bring in here as well. And then over here is the master bedroom. The homeowner said that when she would come in here and sleep, that after her husband had passed away, that she would feel something sit on the bed. And I think he'd pull the covers, I believe. So we've gotten a few things in here. I usually leave a stationary recorder in here, which I'm going to do here in a few minutes. Is this the room? I'm trying to remember. I know the homeowner was talking about there was something that would kind of choke. Is this the room?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. She said this room and also in the Ouija board room.
Okay. Now, it's important to note, she burned the Ouija board, and she said, and there was also witnesses there, apparently. She said that when she burned it out back, and that she had gotten some screams whenever they had burned it. So, does anyone have any questions? Any specific place you would like for me to start?
Waiting on them too.
First one to comment wins. We can either start in the basement, living room. We're going to hit all these rooms. And again, I apologize. We came on a few minutes late. We were having some technical difficulties. So we're going to investigate as long as we can and see as far as what we can get in any of these areas.
Randall said I would burn the house down.
Might get a lot of screams then. I've never noticed. The couple times we were coming in here, I never noticed that door.
Bathroom.
Start with the bathroom.
Basement seems to be more active, Alex said. But you said the first one that comments, so bathroom.
That's true. That's true. I'm curious as to what that is, because you know what? I have heard Remember when I was in the kitchen? I heard something sound like it was upstairs. I don't know what that is. Ooh.
What's up with a black bag?
I don't know. It's an attic. Huh. Okay.
Yeah, we'll go to the basement as well.
Okay, so I want to get a baseline temperature reading, just so we know.
Whoa. Okay, that was me, I believe. Freaked me out with a ball. Went down the steps.
I'll set that back up there, just in case. If you do
that was probably me.
We'll put it right here just in case. Put it right there by it, since that likes to go off. So, let me see what the temperature is in here. Can you see that?
58.
Yep, it's 58 in here. So, significantly cooler. So I'm going to actually, let me plug my
Alicia says, girl, don't open that door.
I'm going to go on up in there later. Light and flash in the bathroom just turned off. All right. Okay. So if you guys have questions or anything, gosh, that's loud. I might ask Josh to repeat them because that is really loud in these headphones. So, we had another experiment we were going to try. I've got a thermal camera, but we were having issues. We're having to use my phone to video this. So, there's a difference between an Android and an iPhone. The thermal goes with the Android, so we're not going to get to try that tonight. But we are recording everything, and we will go back and listen to the recordings, to the videos and everything. And actually what I want to do is I want to leave this recorder upstairs. Let me go sit that upstairs right quick. I'm going to leave that. Oh, there's a flashlight. I'm going to leave that in here in the Ouija board room. Okay. Just so we can listen. All right. Don't knock the ball. All right. So let me get my rods. K2.
He wants to know what the baseline EMF is like in here.
Give me just 1 minute. Do you know where I set my rods?
Right here.
Okay. Okay. I'll take this downstairs too.
So we starting in the bathroom or the basement?
What they say, bathroom?
Yeah.
Okay. A couple of these. K2's up here. No. This one is completely dead. That had new batteries in it. I'm going to set this one in the window. That way there's no... I don't have my phone on me, so... Okay. What is that? All right. Can you turn that flashlight off for me? I want to ask you some questions. Does anyone online have any questions?
Have you ever used a SLS cam?
I don't have an SLS cam. The team that I investigate with, they've got one. I've used it with them a couple times. I tend to keep everything, got more equipment with me tonight, but I tend to travel pretty light just because the majority of the time I'm on my motorcycle. So I do not have an SLS cam. I know that it's not something I rely a lot on just because I know you can get some false positives with that. But it is kind of fun to experiment with. Any others?
Not yet.
All right, well, we'll get started then. If somebody asks something, feel free to speak.
Okay.
It's echoing pretty bad in here, so I may not hear very well with these headphones. If you need to turn a better light on, it's fine. Okay.
Ever see orbs in this house? Actually, yes.
Do what?
What
was that?
I don't know what that was just then.
It sounded like a female voice. Alright, so we got multiple ways that you can communicate with us.
That was me.
Do we need to move that?
I think it's okay.
Okay, so you can light up this meter. You can light up the flashlights. Can you turn the flashlight off so we can ask you some questions? Go ahead and turn that off. Okay, all right, thank you. Okay, and I've also got these rods that you can move. So we're going to cross these for yes, and we're going to keep them straight for no. So if you all didn't see my demonstration on these rods, I think you're setting.
I think I'm setting it off. I'm getting too close to it.
These rods, they free spin inside these little metal sheaths, and they were used for witching water, and they're still used for witching water. So I cannot manipulate these. I've got to get. The only way you can really do is if you have your hands on top. Let me get straight here. All right, turn the flashlight off again. You all let me know if the K2 lights up. Turn the flashlight off, please. Here's something walking downstairs. Do you hear that?
Yeah.
Do you hear that?
Yes.
Is that in the basement, or is that?
It's in the kitchen. Oh my God, I'm for this school.
Alright, is there somebody here with us? Can you either cross the rods?
It's me. I'm going to move this for now.
Sit that down, maybe on the step or something.
That way it's not throwing us off.
Okay. Alright. Can you cross the rods if somebody's here with us? Can you feel the pulling? You cross the rods? Don't get shy. No, turn the flashlight on. Alright. So, if you prefer the flashlights, then that's how we'll talk. Go ahead and turn that off. If you are go ahead and turn it off, please. If you're a woman, I want you to light up the left flashlight. If you're a man, I'm going to have you light up the right, the one that's on. Turn it off so I can ask you some questions. Just step away from it.
Have you ever seen a black figure in that house?
Yes. Actually, we were in here in the bathroom, and we saw one cross past the hallway there. And we actually heard someone walking downstairs, and then the flashlights lit up. Then we heard that dragging sound. We also, I'm not sure if it was a black figure that was in the kitchen, but we definitely saw the one pass here. Keep hearing stuff down there. And if anyone sees or hears anything, just, speak. Kind of makes me a little nervous doing it live because you never know if you're going to get anything or not. Sometimes it's boring, and sometimes there's a lot of activity. Sometimes it's just a lot of sitting around.
K2 went off. Alex said.
Okay, awesome, thank you. All right, turn that flashlight off. All right. Is there a man in here? If there's a man, either cross the rods or light up that right flashlight. Is there a woman in here?
Still going off K2 meter.
Okay. The flashlight's on too. Alright. Did you die in here? Did you throw the homeowner out of here? Did you just turn that flashlight off? Were you the one who threw the homeowner out of the bathroom? Rods just moved. Rods crossed. Straighten those rods. Did you hear that? Okay, straighten those rods. Are you angry? Flash. Just flashing. Okay, if you speak, I can hear you. What are you angry about? All right. Did you live here?
K2 went off again.
Do what?
Alex said K2 went off again.
Okay.
Right before you said straighten those rods.
Okay. So I may like talking to on the K2. And then sometimes we've noticed whatever's in here doesn't really like to cooperate. I think that whatever is in here is what likes to play with the REM pod. And when we ask it to turn one thing on, it will turn another thing on. We don't get a lot of cooperation out of here. Would you like to talk to us? Do you have something to say? Hear that?
Mm-hmm.
Sound like a male. What is that? Now that the rods moved, that was me where I'm shifting.
K2's going off. Whoa, it's going off quite a bit.
Again, there's no power in here. Hasn't been any power for 10 to 12 years. So, and no water either, I don't believe. I'm not going to do the spirit box in here because it's really echoey. So I either want to do that out in the hall or downstairs. Why do you hang out in here?
K2 again, Alicia said. And Alex said it almost hit red.
Oh, really? Oh. Are you hiding behind me? Why are you standing behind me? You like lurking in the shadows? I feel dizzy a little bit. It may just be because it's a small bathroom. But I feel a breeze right here by my hands.
K2 again.
Now what's funny is with the K2, when I turn my head, it quits. And there's been a couple times I've turned it and I've seen it go. You don't have to be shy. Are you the one that grabbed Josh's hand? Are you the one that grabbed Josh? Tell me if that meter lights up.
Yep, it is. It's hitting right
I can
on
feel
us.
something kind of back by my shoulder. Oh, look at that, it stopped. And now the flashlight's flashing. And now it's stopped. Back on. Okay. Do you own this house? I don't feel like anything is wanting to communicate with these rods. Do you own this house?
K2 is going off like, holy crap.
Now it's quit. So you own this house, huh? How many fingers am I holding up? Can you see me? Light that up as many times as I'm holding my fingers up, or flash the flashlight this many times. If you can see me. Can you flash it this many times? Okay. Did you come through the spirit board? Turn that flashlight off, okay?
Alex said, I believe there's two spirits in there messing with y'all.
I think so. I can feel like actual cool breeze over here from time to time. Like I said, it feels like when that one turns on.
Something's moving downstairs.
Flashlight's on.
Something just moved in the
Did
bedroom.
you hear that? Can you jingle some of those bells? What was that?
There's something in the back bedroom.
Is it? I can't believe this this K2 is dead. Do you want us to leave? If you want us to leave, light up that K2 meter. Make that little green light light up to orange. If you want us to leave. Did you hear that? I heard a man's voice. Okay, we're gonna go somewhere else.
That was me burping, sorry.
Oh.
Inside of myself.
That's okay. Okay. We're gonna try, I guess, downstairs. We'll come back. Look at that. There we go. I'm gonna take the K2. See, there's nothing. They're setting it off. I don't have anything. Well, now that's the walkie right there. Okay, I'm gonna set this back up because it seems to like that. Let me make sure it's. There we go.
It's me opening the door.
Okay, I'm gonna grab that temp gun again. Okay. Turn this one off. Alright, so down here it is. It's not lighting up. Okay, it's 59 down here. Oh, 60. 58. Okay. So, last time we were here, we actually set off a smoke bomb to test for a portal. Oh, there's the flashlight again.
That's me hitting this. I didn't
There's the
realize.
flashlight just came on. We may actually light another smoke bomb off here after it's all said and done. What's kind of creepy about the whole thing is this door right here. We could not get this door to open.
Flashlight beside you.
We could not get this door to open the entire time after we let that smoke bomb off. It opens very easily. We were trapped with just one door out. That was really strange. So I'm gonna sit this down over here by the tub. Okay, you can go where you can see it. Just sit down here. And do we need to shift that K2 to where you can see it maybe? Let me sit. Oh, flashlight. Okay. They have really liked the flashlights in this house. I don't rely just on flashlights. I like to have other meters and stuff going as well. The last time we used an EDI box that had geofoam on it and everything, and it was letting the flashlights off, and what that does is whenever they touch, they have to actually touch it. It measures in vibration, so they have to actually touch it for it to go off. So I'm going to move back from that. That's going on. So y'all can just tell me if flashlight goes, if K2 goes. I'm going to be far away from it, so I'm not setting it off or setting those off. Okay, we're going to do the spirit box here in just a moment. I'm going to try the rods as well. Just trying some different things in these rooms. let me know. We have been touched down here. We've been spoken kind of nasty to down here. And actually, I'm going to take this rosary off and put it by the tub. Something down here is not like this. So, and I don't know if maybe that's why something has not been communicating too nice with me tonight. We'll see. Does anybody have any questions? Anything down here?
Are you wearing a Snuggie?
No, but I have it in my Jeep. I like to investigate in my Snuggie sometimes.
That light keeps... Whoa, both of them's on.
Did you think that was funny? Did somebody in here think that was funny? Yes, I often investigate in my Snuggies. I keep it in my backpack on my bike.
K2, Alicia.
Thanks, Alicia. Okay. Who's down here with us? We got the name, something really interesting that we got down here. When we were up in the Charleston area, we got the name Chrism, and at the train wreck site. And one interesting thing to note, we've been doing a lot of research, and one thing that we found here at the house, we got the name Chris, and at the site 2 times we got the name Chrism. And when we were doing our research, we found that Chrism was a popular name, it was a popular last name in Massachusetts and in Iowa during the 1860s. Those were the states that had the most Chrisms in it. And one thing to note is the train that was coming down here that the monk was supposedly on was traveling from Baltimore, Maryland down to New Orleans. Now I know, Massachusetts and Maryland is a good little distance away. However, it's in the same area, and we don't know exactly if the guy was from Maryland or if he was just further on north, and that maybe he just boarded the train there. So that was kind of interesting that we got that in both locations. We've also got several other names here.
Both lights just went on.
Okay.
Stephen wants to know, is there a reason they enjoy being behind individuals?
That's one thing we've noticed here on one of the, I'm going to pull these off a little bit. We noticed on episode 2 that I would often feel things behind me. Josh would feel things behind him. I think it grabbed your ears the first time.
Yeah, it had its hands over my ears.
Yeah, we had to stop filming. Down here, and actually in certain parts of the house, it seems to like to want to be behind. So I don't know if it's just more comfortable like that, or... Okay, I'm hearing something upstairs. Flashlight, I believe, just came on. All right, so that was my feedback here. All right, so we're gonna try something. If you are, we've got both male and female that we've got down here. Now I know I'm not facing the flashlight, so if you are a female, I want you to light up this flashlight over here. What just lit up?
Left.
Left. Your left. This. My
Yes.
right. Your left.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So if you're a female, light that up. If you're a male, I want you to light this side up. Okay. So I'm going to ask questions over here. All right. So you must be a male. All right. So same one. You said they both have been lighting up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So when I ask a question, right, okay, turn it off, please. Turn it off on the count of 3. 1, 2, Are you the monk? Right? So that's a male. Did you know it? How about the female? Did you know the monk? If you knew the monk, I'm talking to the female. Did you hear that? I'm getting some real heavy breathing back behind me. Did anybody hear that? Okay. All right, I'm talking to the male. Okay, turn those off so I can ask you a question. Please turn those off. Turn them off on the count of 5. 1. Is it off?
Yep.
Okay. All right. Is your name Chris? Is your name Chrislam? Do you know Jean? We've also got the name Jan down
They're
here.
just kind of blinking. They're just kind of like twinkling or like blinking.
When I ask the question.
Mm-hmm.
Are there 5 spirits here? Is that the male?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Are there more than 5 spirits here?
Female.
Okay. Can you give me your name, ma'am? You can also, I feel real cold air right behind me. Has the K2 lit up at all?
They said it was lighting up earlier.
Okay. Did you die here? Did one of you die here? Is that the male?
Mm-hmm. And it just twinkled to answer yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Do you like talking to us?
The male.
Okay. Not a lot of people talk to you, do they?
The male.
Okay. Do you know the female that's in here? No? Okay, I'm talking to the...
Female.
Okay. Are either of you... Go ahead and turn the lights off, please. Somebody growls at me a lot. Can you turn that off? Turn it off on the count of 5. 1. Okay. Who growls at me? Neither of you? Ma'am? Do you feel more comfortable standing behind me? It was a quick. Okay. Would you like some wine? Would somebody like to drink some wine with me? Whoa. Did you hear that? That was upstairs. I don't know if y'all heard that. I heard that. I heard that really loud on these headphones. It was like a big scream. Can you light both of those up at the same time? Light the other one up. Can you light them up at the same time? There was somebody, oh, look at the K2. Are you circling me? K2's lighting up, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Somebody, K2's really lighting up, the flashlights are lighting up. Something screamed really loud upstairs.
K2's almost hitting orange. Whoa.
Wow. Okay.
It was orange, Alicia said.
Okay. Thanks, Alicia. I'm gonna turn the spirit box on, if that's cool. And
It's hitting orange.
now it wasn't doing anything, was it?
It's like they're circling you.
I've got real cold air right here. Is the temp gun? I think I laid it.
Whoa, the K2 is like going off.
I've got really, really cold air, like something's got its, like, standing around me or something.
It started after the scream.
I know, that's weird. That scream sounded like it was like right overhead. Which, right overhead over there would be hallway. I've got real cold air right here. Okay, I'm gonna turn the spirit box on. And so it'll be loud. Let me take this off, be loud for just a minute. Alright. Sometimes I can't tell what it's saying till after the fact, but very loud in this room.
Has a ghost ever harmed you?
Here? No. We've been touched here. I have been in other places where I have gotten scratched or bruised, but no, I've never been harmed here. Okay. Sorry, I couldn't. There it is. See, that's loud. Yes. Yes? It was being out. That was a funeral. Alright. Who's down here with us? Bobby? Say Bobby? You haven't gotten ready yet. Are you standing behind me? Can you tell us where we need to go next? Okay, two. Sliding up again here. Oh, it was. Are you standing behind me? I'm not sure what that said. come from? Are you going to talk to us? Yes? Okay. Can you tell us where you came from? Oh, God! What was that? Did you see that? There's some kind of shadow over there. That scared me. Sorry. I thought it was a mouse.
Almost went through this window. I'll tell you what.
I was looking over there, and I...
Hannah heard, please help.
Okay, thank you, Hannah. Was it about the time I saw that? Because I swear, I thought it was a mouse or something, but it was some kind of low shadow. I saw it like, it's like, I don't know if you can see this, but where the light turns on, I can see the reflection off this pole, and it looked like something just ran through, but anyways, we've actually got help. Are you okay?
Shouldn't have laughed too loud. Oh, Lord.
Anyways, but I don't mind ghosts. I don't want no mouse running up on me, especially when I'm sitting here on the floor. Anyways, we've got help down here quite a bit. Who needs help? Me? Who's me? Are you being held down here? Are you hurt? My question is for Hannah. Was it a female? Yes.
It's hard to hear, Miranda.
It is. Yeah. Let me see. I don't want to.
Maybe I need to get closer to you a little bit.
Possibly. I'm trying not to. Okay, I've got it turned up. Okay, that's it, Max. It's really loud in these things. So if I don't hear you, Josh, that's why. Let's let the K2 stop. Are the flashlights still going?
Mm-hmm. They stopped there for a good bit.
Which room do you want us to go to? Do you like my rosary? Do you have a rosary? What? Hear that? A rosary? Can you knock it off that tub? All you gotta do is just go over there and hit it and knock it off. Not getting anything on this one. Got cold air blowing.
Hannah replied she thinks it was a female.
I think you're right. Are you a younger female? Are you older? Older? You hear that? Do you know the other spirits that stay here? It was a female, but I don't know what it said. Can you let that green light up again? The green?
It said red.
So instead of red. You know, last time we were down here and I had my rosary, I asked you if you knew Jesus. Do you know Jesus? Hush, not flash. No? You got very angry with me, didn't you? Did that candle just blow out?
Yeah.
Can you blow another one of those candles out? No? Does that say blow? It does say blow. Yeah, go over there and either knock that cross off or blow one of those candles out. That one, if you don't mind, to see if that was blown or if it was burned out. Did I say burned out?
Yeah.
It was burned out?
I think it burned out.
Okay.
I just said yep.
Okay.
Ask if they are 30.
Were you 30?
$34?
34? Yeah. You were 34? How did you die? How did you die? Is somebody not letting you talk? You say dead? Yeah, turn this off. Alright. It's still really cold right here, right in front of me. If I knock, can you respond with the flashlights? Can you answer this? So I'm gonna knock. Oh, look at that, look at that. Okay. If you're somewhere in the house and you can hear me, can you respond to this? You know, it's odd. We've not gotten any REM pod action. And that thing is usually going off.
Usually goes off like no other.
Yeah, especially when you're down here. And those things are hard to set off. Can you knock for me?
The flashlights, though.
Yeah, the flashlights have been crazy tonight. What's weird is every time the big lights would go out, the flashlights would go off. And K2 as well. It's like when you put the camera on it, quits. Is there anybody upstairs? See, I'm not getting that dragon sound that we usually get too. Every time we've been here, there's been some kind of dragging, but again, what's different tonight about other times is we've been here 3 other times, and it's a lot cooler. Those other times it was in the 80s.
Ron wants you to ask if they are upstairs in the hall.
Is there somebody upstairs in the hall? Can you go stand near that and let those colored lights light off? We'll hear you.
Light action. Flashlight. Female.
It's real cold. Here again. That's just continual over there. Well, it was. Oh,
That was me.
did you step on a candle?
Uh-huh.
Okay. I'm thinking we go to the kitchen. Did you hear that? It's not like a growl.
That wasn't you burping or anything?
No, when I said the kitchen.
Yeah, I heard that. That was loud.
Yeah. It was really loud in my headphones. You want us to go to the kitchen?
I keep hearing like a wheezing.
See, I was hearing heavy breathing earlier down here when those flashlights were going off. Who's growling at me?
Did you see something on top upstairs?
You talking about these stairs or the ones in?
Do you see something on top of the upstairs?
I don't right now. Are you standing on the stairs? That
Okay.
was my rod here.
Alicia comes back with those stairs.
Go ahead.
She corrected her grammar because I was reading it. Oh.
Last time we had we've not got a lot of flashlight activity down here. At all the times that we've been here, we've not had a lot. The very first time, I think it turned on just as we were getting ready to leave, but it wouldn't light anything up. K2 was lighting up a little bit too. Well, it was. But what was interesting that one night is it was like it was circling us. I kind of feel like that a little bit right now. Because I keep feeling like a cool breeze. Whose face did we see in the window? Was that the monk? Okay. Maybe try there's the K2 again. Do you want us to leave? We're gonna go upstairs. If you want us to leave, turn both of those flashlights on.
Lightly, it came on.
What did?
The light behind you just
just kind of blipped or
Yeah.
whatever. Well, the K2 is not lighting up right now. Well,
Light behind you.
I didn't need to turn this on. Okay. Okay, we'll go into the kitchen. See if anything has happened with the chair. You gonna light those flashlights up? If he wants to come back and talk to you, light one of those lights up. I want to thank you for talking to us. To whoever the man and woman that was down here. There's something walking upstairs. Okay. Here, you turn one of those lights on there in the living room. Well, the bathroom light flashlight just turned on. Okay. Set this down. See, there's a light switch. There's no action there with the K2. You might want to check the chair there. I'm gonna get a beer and give him a beer and see if that moved at all. I moved it back. Doesn't look like it's moved. What about the arms? Are the arms okay? Yeah, the arms look good. Okay. I'm gonna get that beer. Actually, I may need a quick light. Can someone turn the flashlight on? Can you turn the flashlight on for me? Okay, where did we set that? Okay. I'm gonna close. No, I'll leave that open in case the flashlights. Does anybody down there want to come up and have a beer with me? Or some wine?
Bathroom lights on.
Bathroom light. You can come down here. Where's the lighter? Did you have it
I
downstairs?
think I put it back in the living room.
Okay, because I need to light that cigarette. Okay. Alright, so the last time we were here, you told us that you like beer. And a friend that was here said she thought you liked Budweiser Tall Boys. I'm not a beer drinker, so I don't really know the difference, but that's going to be a little too heavy for that.
Shane said, "I'll have a beer with you, Miranda."
Okay. Cheers. All right, I'm going to just sit it down here now because I'm afraid there's too much beer in. Actually, maybe this will work. It's turned that way. Please don't spill on my seat. Okay. Now
I'll
you can
throw the
tip-
chair with the
hook
beer.
throw the chair. I'm gonna light this cigarette, and we can kill some of the lights. I don't smoke either, so I don't really know what I'm doing.
think you need to push on the back of it as if you're puffing on it. Like, squeeze it. You can tell neither one of us smoke.
Smoked my first cigarette tonight. No. Okay, it's lit up. Alright.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna blow these out. Is it going? It looks like it's red.
Shane said, "Where's Tiffany when you need her?"
Right? There we go. Okay. So if you're in here, pull it back a little bit. You can take a big draw off of that.
Try to like dim the light just a tad.
You can turn the light off.
But then it's kind of hard to see. All you see is the...
Well, if somebody takes a drag off of it, then it'll light up bright. You might turn the flashlight on just to show where there's nobody there.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think I'll do kind of like a reflection with the red. That way everybody can see.
Red's hard to see.
Oh yeah, it's going to be too hard for them to see
Yeah.
the flame. We'll do something like that and leave it there.
You take a puff off that cigarette? Let me... Come on.
Oh.
Okay. You take a big draw off that? Did it go out?
I think so.
Probably went out.
I was just trying to get it started, I guess.
You can't draw off that, Josh.
Nope. I care too much about my lungs.
You know what's been really strange was after I was here for the very first time, I kept getting, when I would go home, I kept getting stale cigarette smoke in my house. I don't know if something paid me a visit or what, but for a few days I was getting stale smoke.
Oops. That was me hitting the counter with the...
I think it's gone out.
Yeah. Well, maybe the ghost quit its habit.
Maybe so. What, you want to drink a beer with me? Okay, too. Maybe play some cards. Would you like to sit in here and smoke and drink and play cards?
Someone's behind me.
You might want to close that door. The light's on in the bathroom.
Whoa, something just...
Did you see that?
Yep.
That move?
Uh-huh.
What was that? Now that was a man's voice. See, I saw something in the shadow down there. Oh, the flashlight, look at that. See it?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Okay. So I'm going to put... I'm going to put a king of spades right here.
rest on the floor.
And that's the floor. And three of diamonds. I'll balance these here. Okay. Do you like to play cards? Just gonna leave those there.
It's me. You know, I'm just gonna crack the door.
Yeah, you might want to close that. Alright. Smelling that cigarette. Ugh. Okay. Alright. Are you still in here with us? Can you light up that little green light down there? Light it up to orange? Or can you go over and knock one of those playing cards off that chair? Can you knock the Queen of Hearts off? I heard that. Did anybody hear that? It sounded like it said heart. It was real breathy. Did anybody heard that? It sounded like it was coming from behind you.
Great.
Can you knock that Queen of Hearts off? Last time we were in here, something told us to get out. Are you the one that told us to get out? Flashlight, I think is still on, going on in the bathroom. I think that's what that reflection on the wall is. Can you flash that flashlight back there? That was the door, wasn't it?
Oh,
Sorry.
God, you touched me and it
Sorry.
scared me.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna see if you're here. All right. Now we've got K2. All right. Can you point these rods to the counter over there? Can you point one of these rods toward the counter? You can feel this one on the right moving. Point it over to the counter, please. Just let us know you're in here. Okay, I'm gonna sit down on the ground so I gotta reposition. Ew. This is so dirty. Ugh. Okay. You can show the cards there. You may want to hold that. Alright. So we've got our
That was me.
King of Spades, Queen of Hearts, Three of Diamonds. And just for the fun of it, Ace of Clubs over here. And let's get a Two of Diamonds right there. Alright. Alright, let me get positioned. K2's lighting up too. Alright. rods to the 3 of diamonds. K2 is going off like crazy. All the way to orange. Can you point these rods to the beer? Can you point these to the can of beer?
Did you hear that?
I did. That was like a breathing, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Anybody else hear that? Sounded like that was close. You're walking too. Are you a beer drinker? How about wine? You want wine? You don't like beer? Got some homemade wine here. I don't have any more cigarettes. That was one that was left from last time. That was weird. Alright. Alright, can you point these rods to the beer? It's just not wanting to do anything with the rods tonight. Can you knock one of those cards off? K2's lighting up. Can you knock the Queen of Hearts off? Just come over and touch it. K2 starts lighting up every time I ask a question. How's that beer? Do you like it? K2 is lighting up.
Can't really see it from this angle.
Yeah. Can you point these to the 2 of diamonds? Can you point these rods to the 2 of diamonds? I'm not getting anything with the rods. I'm not even getting any kind of motion. But the K2 is really lighting up. Now it's quit. Would you like some of this? K2. Would you like some of this? Would you like some peach wine? If you'd like some of this, light that up. It's lighting up to orange. Now I'm going to leave the cards here. It's lighting up. Will you drink some of this with me? And then knock a card off? It's lighting up 3. Can you light that up all the way to red?
Whoa, it did. I need to get at it from a different angle.
Would you like for me to have some of this with you? If you do, light it up all the way to red. Just shoot it up there. I've got cold breeze right here in front of my hand. You move the camera off of it, it lit up. Can you knock one of those cards off? Can you knock the Queen of Hearts off? Just reach over and do that. Heard that breathing again. Can you do that?
Ask if it's behind you.
Are you behind me? If you're behind me, light one of those up.
Did hear that?
I did hear that. That sounded kind of female to me.
Again. And I heard that beer can move.
That sounded like a can move.
Mm-hmm.
You better not spill that on my chair. Knock that Queen of Hearts down to the floor. Or shoot, even knock that 3 of Diamonds down.
Steven said breathing.
I've been hearing some breathing. Are you trying to knock that down? Are you trying to blow it down?
There it is again, speaking.
Yeah. I'm anxious to go back and listen to the recorder. Look at that. Look at that. Of course, now it quits. And you know, if it was your phone lighting it off, then it would continue to go off whenever you pointed it to it. But when you point it to it, it quits. And I mean, the REM pod, it's been silent. I put new batteries in it just before we started.
There's breathing.
Yeah. Can you tell if it's female?
Almost like choking.
Did the cigarette smoke make you choke?
Alicia, no, that's not me breathing.
Okay, too. Every time you shine that on it, it goes off.
Can it steady at orange?
That peach wine is good. You need to try it. Can you turn the light on to orange? And just hold it there. Please. I heard the breathing.
I do too. That's my keys in my pocket that time.
Excuse me.
Alicia says she can hear it loud.
Thanks, Alicia. Are you choking? Do you need help? Look at that. You need help? If you need help, light that up to orange. What was that?
That was the phone, I believe.
The phone?
Thought it was a notification, but there's nothing coming up.
That was weird. That sounded like it came from back there. I think I've got that phone on silent. No, that's an ambulance or something. To me it sounded like it was coming back.
Alicia said it's almost like it's blowing on the speaker.
Yeah. Oh, that is some siren. Oh, look at that. Look at that.
Now it's going to orange.
Yeah. Can you hold it on orange?
Whoa, you held it.
It's holding it. Okay, thank you. Is that siren making you go off? Do you know what that is? Oh, that's a car. For the most part, this house is pretty quiet, as far as like external noise from what we've found. Yeah, it's holding on orange. Well, when you turn the camera to it, it goes off. step away from in here for a few minutes. And I'm gonna leave the wine, and I'm gonna leave the cards. I will take the K2. But feel free to knock that card off when I come back or move that chair. Okay, so we've blown all those out. I think the living room?
Mm-hmm.
Flashlights are off. Blue. I'm gonna sit this over here between the flashlights. All right. You were in here talking to us earlier.
It's almost 11.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll wrap this up here pretty quick. Is there anybody in here that wants to talk with us? You were lighting these flashlights up earlier. Is there somebody in here having a hard time breathing? Okay, do you want me to turn my back to you? We'll try this. Ew, that floor is gross. Alright. Alright, my back is turned. Can you turn one of those flashlights on? If you're a man, turn this left-hand flashlight on. If you're a woman, turn this right hand. I'll set these down. I can't see you. I can hear you if you want to talk. Is there anybody here with us? I'm hearing a lot of sirens, I hope nothing bad's happened. Is the lady who was in a hospital bed, is she in here? Are you in here, Jean? Flashlight in the bathroom just came on. Jean, are you in the bathroom? Oh,
I'm still hearing breathing.
I am too. Is there somebody watching me?
Did you hear that?
I did hear that.
It said yes.
Ugh. And the flashlight just turned off. Well, don't stand up there in the shadows. Come on out. I heard that loud.
I did too. It said yes.
Yeah. Who's watching me?
Camera's having a hard time focusing.
It may be trying to focus on something around. Can you respond to this? How about this? I wish we'd had the thermal working. There's several times I'd like to be focusing that on the stairs. The flashlight's still going off in the bathroom. I feel like there's something up there standing there watching. Why don't you touch that REM pod, that little toy you like playing with? Or push that ball down the steps. All you gotta do is just roll it down. And just push it. don't feel like there's anybody.
Somebody walking in the bedroom.
Do what? Now, we had something really interesting happen. When we had 3 of us here, we had me and Josh and Tiffany, we were packing up to leave, and you know, if I've learned anything, sorry, I can't hear very well through these. If I've learned anything through all this experience, is to always have your camera and audio running. We were actually we were leaving that night, and we were locking up to go, and they were taking stuff out. I was standing at the top of the stairs, and something charged out of the bedroom. It's like it ran from one room, from the Ouija board room to the master bedroom. And okay, it's time to go, you know, so I went outside the door when we started to lock up, and something from the inside here, like, it was like it kicked the door, as Josh was getting ready to lock it up. So I wish we had been able to get that on camera, but we didn't have the camera rolling. So that was something really interesting that happened. That was when the 3 of us were here. So now we're always going to have that going. I don't feel, well, K2 is lighting up. Can you light up one of those flashlights now? Can you light one of those up? You were lighting them up earlier. You light that to red?
Something just flew by my head.
There's no bugs in here. Okay. We'll go upstairs for a few minutes, and then we'll pretty much, I guess, wrap it up here pretty quick if nobody's going to talk to me. Yeah. Now it's lighting up to orange. Is the person, do you know the person that threw the homeowner out of the bathroom? You do? Did you hear the breathing? Are you sick? That was my boots. K2's going off. Are you sick? Yes. What did you hear?
I heard that too.
It was like just like yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Steven said breathing.
You know, I thought about maybe sleeping in here for a few hours after we wrap up the live. Do you want me to stay here by myself and sleep a few hours? If you do, light up one of those flashlights. Can I stay here? I'm hearing that breathing. And there goes the K2 again. Okay. We'll go upstairs for a few minutes and maybe then light the smoke bomb off and maybe call it a night. Nobody. Oh, that's the speaker light. Make sure this is. Yeah, that's still. There's the flashlight. I'm going to move these. I'm going to take away your toys for a few minutes. And where did you all see someone come out of the Ouija board room or the master bedroom? floor feels weird. Can you speak through that walkie?
When you did episode 2 and 3, there was a dark spirit, but it hasn't seemed to show itself tonight. Do you think it's still there, or has it moved somewhere else since you started coming there to investigate?
I don't know for sure.
That's from Amanda.
I don't know for sure. You know, when we first got here, you know, some of what we've experienced seems to be more just mischievous as far as tonight goes. Again, I mean, sometimes you don't know what you get until you go back and listen to your audio. We have actually heard some disembodied voices tonight in the breathing, but I don't know as far as what we may have captured on the actual audio. So I don't really feel anything dark tonight. I feel like whatever has been kind of hanging out behind me most of the time. But I've not really felt anything dark. Now, sometimes things, you know, they don't want to act whenever, you know, there's a camera. They don't want to play with us. So there's a flashlight. When I said that, I don't know if that could be, you know, part of the situation tonight, but it's been pretty active as far as the flashlight, the K2, both flashlights. As far as the flashlight, the K2, and all that goes, it's been pretty active, but we've not had any REM pod action, which is very, very strange for this house. Can you turn both of those off? On the count of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn both those off, please. Just step away from them. Step away. I heard something. Did you hear that? It's like a male whisper. Okay, step away from that flashlight, please.
There's something in the hallway.
Just heard a growl. You know,
It feels like I'm being watched.
I know, that's how I was feeling downstairs. Can you turn that light off? I'm gonna try the rods in here. Normally I get a fair amount of rod action, but I have not gotten any tonight. Alright. Can you cross these rods for me?
Said no.
Yeah, I know. And both lights came on. No? You're not going to do that? Ooh, that said something. I don't know what it said. Turn both those lights off. Oh, the K2's going off. Does that say freak?
That's what it sounded like.
Who's a freak? Something sounded like it was freak. Can you light that green meter up? Okay, let's try this again. Will you cross these rods for me? No? Getting cold air right over here. I should have brought that temp gun in. you dragging across the floor? There's the breathing again. What are you dragging? That's bright. Last time we were in here, we got a female. Are you a woman? That was a man.
Breathing again.
All right. It's a woman in here. I want you to light up that left-hand flashlight. If it's a man, light up the right. I want you to turn the right off, please. Can you turn that off for me? Go ahead and step away from it and turn it off. I've never had so much flashlight activity. Do you not want it to be dark in here? If we make it dark, will you turn it dark? Will you turn your light off if we turn ours? Let's turn it off for just a second. Oh, so you don't want the light off at all. You both turn on.
We're completely off.
Did the flashlight die?
No.
The big one? Okay. Turn them completely off. Make it completely dark in here. On the count of 3. 1. What was that?
There's something downstairs.
I hear that dragging.
Oh God, me too. And I'm right here by the door.
Can you turn the light off? Okay, on the count of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That one is just not going to turn off.
I don't think he wants it dark in here.
I don't think it does.
You think it could be trying to protect us? This one? From whatever's in the hallway?
It's completely dark there in the hallway.
Oh, I keep on hearing things coming from it.
I wish it would light the REM pod up.
I know.
Can you make those pretty lights go off? Oh, look at that. Now it's letting the K2's going off when I said light the pretty lights off. Can you do that again, please? It's really cold in here right now. Like, I feel like something has just like sat down right beside me. And it's just on this one side.
That was me.
There's the K2 going again. Is somebody sitting beside me?
Did you hear that?
I heard that. Sounded kind of female.
Yeah.
What's your name, sis?
Did you hear that?
I heard that.
Oh, there's something in the hallway. I just...
Can you walk past that?
Oh, there's movement. There's a shadow. The REM pod is causing a red light, and there is movement.
Oh, I see what you mean.
It was right.
Now that shadow is me, right?
Yeah, that's you.
Did it black the red out?
It was like up above. It looked like something was like...
So you were seeing it in the flashlight light.
Did you hear that?
Yeah.
That was over there by you. It's like they're playing games
Look
with
at the
us.
K2. Oh. That's bright.
They're messing with us now.
Yeah. Are you playing games? K2. Oh, look at the K2. The K2's going crazy. Oh, are you going to make it all dark in here? Finally?
Did you hear that?
Yes. Female. Alright, sis, make it dark. It's okay. You can make it dark.
You hear that?
I think that might be a dog. I think. Okay, too.
Mm-hmm.
Are you standing there by the flashlight? Something is causing that flashlight to stay on like that and then the K2 going off.
There's something in the hallway. I just feel like it's like getting closer.
Whoa, did you hear that?
Yes. I'm like getting freaked out. But I'm by the door. So whatever it is takes me first.
Something was sitting over here. You could... What is that? Is anybody else hearing that? It's that bright light again. Is there somebody in the hall? If there's somebody in the hall, turn that light off.
God.
That's a dog.
Yeah.
You think you could get any closer to that bed?
I know, but I feel like it's standing at the doorway. And if that's the case, I really don't want to see it.
Who was it that told us?
Facebook has stopped. Has it? It stopped. Wait, Elise just said.
Is that odd? Is it still going?
I don't think so. Can y'all hear us? Maybe we finish it and go back on and just say, and then